Good morning. It is day 82, June 21st. Ooh, it's Hike Naked Day, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the shelter where we stayed. I think I showed this yesterday. The privy was there. We set up right. We set up right in this spot right here. It was really nice to be so close. I liked this. I think this is my favorite. The guys, Cookie Monster and Shorts told us that this field was full of fireflies last night, which we did not know. But I think this is our favorite shelter. Walk. I think this is my favorite shelter site so far, just because everything's so flat. The water was so accessible over there. Privy so accessible. There were not like mosquitoes. So today the plan is we're going to hike like 9 miles to the shelter outside of Kent, and then it's like a mile into Kent where we're going to go and get our multiple packages from the post office and hopefully get showers and laundry in town, and then we're going to go back to the shelter and possibly zero at the shelter. Not actually sure about that. I'm kind of thinking probably not zero. Just because there's so much rain forecasted that I feel like we should get moving a little bit. But I don't know. It's hard to know. Usually when we go into town or zero, we do it in a hostel or a hotel or something, but there's no hotels, hostels that are affordable. They're all $150, $180, $200 a night here, and that's just not in the budget, so no can do. So we'll see what we do. Trying to think if there's anything else. Not really. Our next resupply goes to Great Barrington, and that's another, it's pretty decent ways away. We wouldn't get there till Monday, so that would be a 5-day hike. So I'm not sure about the timing of that. We'll see. That's gorgeous, the way the sun is shining off the water. And steepest steps ever, man. So now, today, this is officially part of the trail. Yeah, it's a little easier to go up without a pack and poles, huh? Look at these steps, man. They are so steep. I don't know if you can tell, but they like overlap each other. They're so steep and see-through. Going down is even worse. But the other side is flat. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a shame it's so polluted. There's a lot of spider webs. Spiders and water go hand in hand, or web and
they probably put it here in the water because there's those bugs. Oh, there's fish.
Catch and release only. So this is much less steep on this side. Okay.
There's fish in the pond.
Well, it says it's catch and release only. Open to fishing all year. You can only catch them and release them. So this is the beautiful area where all the flowers were yesterday. It looks like someone came out with a handful of wildflower seeds and tossed them out here, because there were so many different varieties that we've not seen anywhere else on trail.
Did you get that red one right there?
I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know what it is. I wonder if it's a poppy. I don't know what a poppy looks like, but that brings poppy to mind. Maybe I should go get a picture of it just in case. And then we crossed the nice stream where we got our water yesterday.
See, the crawfish is still there.
The crawfish is still there?
No.
There was crawfish down there. Oh, you said it's not there?
Yeah.
Oh, there was crawfish down there yesterday. We soaked our feet here.
I spotted it. Right here.
Yeah.
I picked up a whole scoop of sand with my hand.
Stream
I saw
coming
the
from
crawfish in
there.
there.
Okay, let's go.
We've seen all the cool things you can see, like long-tailed weasel, dung beetle rolling a poo ball, and now crawfish.
Dung beetle whirling a poo ball.
And a crawfish.
And a crawfish.
Wait, but technically the one that's a petty
Just a long neck or long-tailed weasel?
And on the AT we see a llama, sheep, a goat.
That is true. Not everyone can say they've seen all the animals we've seen on trail, huh?
A ferret.
That's true. Well, remember when you thought the weasel was a ferret and you kept saying you saw a ferret? Well, now you have seen a ferret. Oh, and then I forgot that apparently today, June 21st, is Hike Naked Day. And the kids and I are kind of hoping that we see somebody hiking naked, or at least something creative.
Man, just at least one person.
You know, maybe with like strategically placed leaves or something. I mean, it would be funny.
The men.
I'm not gonna do it, but it would be funny if someone has the guts to do it.
No, a man could do that like art thing where he's walking around naked, but he has a leaf on his
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leaf on his private spot.
Great view of it, but you can hear the rapids here. Trying to see if I can get a better view. Right, yeah. Yeah. It's really cool. Sounds beautiful. Bit of an opening here. Yeah, look at this. This is gorgeous.
If you were to go on this, like slide down this, would it be dangerous?
I'm assuming people can take these, go rafting on this.
What?
I'm assuming people probably go rafting on that. Okay, so I discovered some days ago that my Far Out app occasionally selects, like automatically highlights Blue Blaze routes, which is why I was getting different mileage than other people occasionally. And then if I remember, I'll put a screenshot up here of the intersection that we just came to, where it had a different route to lead us up in through that. Or this one was highlighted, which is technically a Blue Blaze, which is more like a road. Looks like the same distance, but this is along the river and not through the windy, grassy, you know, who knows what that trail was. So I've just decided that when we get to these junctions, I'm gonna look and choose the route that is easier terrain for us, because after 800 miles in 82 days, we've proven we can take the harder route, and I'm just not interested in doing it anymore. In this case, there was a deli that goes off to the right, and maybe that's why it has us going on this Blue Blaze, in case we were going to that deli across the bridge, which we are not. We don't need any food or anything. But maybe that's why Far Out chose to put us on the Blue Blaze. I don't know. Far Out doesn't follow the white blazes all the time, and then occasionally it tries to route you on a Blue Blaze. But we never take the Blue Blaze because we always just follow the white blazes rather than the what the map tells us to do. But our daily mileage is calculated on based on what the map tells us to do. So elevation and mileage is based on the app. So if it ends up being different, that could make a big difference in our hike for the day. So I'm just gonna have to watch more closely, and I'm probably gonna opt to take the shorter and or easier and or more scenic. In this case, we wanted to stay by the water because the water was really gorgeous. What? Oh.
How do we get it up there?
They fling them. They're tied together, so they just fling them and they go up there. But anyway, that's my little bit about the about which route we take. There's multiple routes to take, and a purist an AT purist would stay on or would follow every white blaze no matter what. But we're not purists. We're hiking from Georgia to Maine, and we're going to do it in the way that we find them to be the most fun, most rewarding. Not necessarily like the hardest. We're not being out here being martyrs, trying to claim that we're some like, you know, amazing person because we hiked every white blaze. Not to diss people who do that, because I think purists are great. The people who do that I think are absolutely great. But so are people who like run the trail, and we affectionately call them crazy people because we're not going to do it. So yeah, so we've decided as a group that we are going to start doing a lot more blue blazing. For example, ahead of us, if you go straight, you can take this dirt road into Kent instead of going up and over a lot of elevation. It's like a mile of it's like a mile up, and then I assume about a mile down. So we're after like doing a third of the AT, the more purist route of not taking any blue blazes. We are now thinking, I mean, especially here like in Connecticut, where it is so expensive that I can't even afford to get a hotel to take a zero and to rest and, you know, get properly cleaned up in Kent. You know, if it was like all the other places we'd been where we can actually get a hostel or a cheaper hotel where we could rest and clean up, I would go that route and just, you know, but we're going to kill ourselves, and then it's so expensive we can't even, you know, so we're not taking, I guess we won't be walking the whole AT, but I can guarantee by the end of this we will have walked 2,200 miles, and at least we can say we did a third of the AT without skipping any sections. But the blue blazing started with cat rocks, where it was just an absolute cat rocks, yeah, where it was an absolute pointless up and down. Literally, you can walk around the rocks or you could climb up and over them for no reason. It wasn't even an up and over, it was like an up to the side, oops, and back down. And that we did when we were running from the thunderstorms. We skipped that one, and then the next day it was actually raining when we came out of Lemon Squeeze, and we opted again not to go up and over the harder way when there was an easier way just to go around it. You know, like my thinking is, I got on this AT to experience the culture of the AT, which we are, to walk from Georgia to Maine, which we are, and to see some of the cool sights. And quite frankly, some of the cool sights we haven't even been able to see because our timing is off, you know, because of dates and stuff like that. And it's all good. It's still good, you know. We'll still know that we walked from Georgia to Maine and got the experience we were looking for. The expression is HYOH, which is hike your own hike. And that's what we're doing. This way I can slow down. We can do things like take more pictures, enjoy the flowers, enjoy the wildlife we see more. This whole hike for the last 800 plus miles has just been just constantly running from everything. Running to get here, running to get there, running to avoid being, you know, thunderstorms, running to catch shuttles. And it's just getting to the point where it's not fun anymore. And when the mosquitoes became an issue, that's when I started giving serious consideration to like, do I really want to be doing this? And I realized I do want to be doing this. I just don't want to kill ourselves doing it. I want to enjoy ourselves. We don't have to kill ourselves going up and over a harder route just to say we did. So we just met a nice lady and her dog named Kate, and we were talking about the trail, and she said her son had hiked it, and she asked if we were going to Kent. I said, yeah. She said, do you want to do laundry at my house? And I was like, yes, yes we do. So she's going to finish walking her dog, and we're going to go into town. She said drop our packs there and we can go do what we need to do, and she'll let us know when she's back. So that's awesome. That's very cool. What a huge help that is. Here's walking into Kent, Connecticut, and we just have to go to the first road there. So that's cool. This is the main street. There's the library and a pharmacy. The welcome center's there. It was very clean, and I guess there's showers in the back. And through back through there was the post office and a little store. And so it's just the cutest little place here. And so we're heading back to the Trail Angels house. We weren't able to get all of our boxes. I think the Juneteenth holiday may have delayed our umbrellas getting there. It was so Sunday and Juneteenth. So 218 and 219 are staying here for a couple of days, and they'll have a car, so they said they could pick it up for us and bring it to us. So we're turning here, buddy. So we're going to see if hopefully they can get it and just bring it to us so that we can get back on trail and make our way, because there's a lot of rain coming. So that's it for now, and we'll see where we are later. Question is,
oh yeah, I think
what kind of snake is that? It looks like two of them.
Yeah, there's two of them. There's two heads. That one's just sticking its head up so it looks like a rattle from the bottom of the snake. Yeah. There's two. That does not look like
Definitely does not look like a garter snake.
The bottom of the snake, you can see
and
one
it's definitely
head,
paying attention to us.
It's yellow, and that's sticking up the yellow.
If that's like the under of the snake, it looks like just a little green thing.
It's like the under of its chin. It's the under of its chin.
Another snake.
What is it?
That one is actually just a garter snake. Go around behind it, not that way. Go around behind it. It's just like, excuse me, I'm sunbathing here. Alrighty then, not bothered at all by people. I mean, we got back on trail a ways back there, but we did a tiny bit of yellow blazing today too to add to our blue blazing for the day. Our awesome host that let us come to her house and pick up your poles, that let us come to her house to shower and charge and do laundry, offered to drive us up the trail a little bit because my power brick did not charge for whatever reason. So I had no power. So we had to stay later to do that, and rather than, have a big problem or get on trail, get here late or get on trail without power, we just opted to stay longer to charge it up enough to get us through. So she just drove us up a few miles. So not only did we skip some miles walking road, but we also skipped some miles driving a little bit. I don't know how much it was. Probably about 3.5 miles we skipped driving. Oh, okay, a nest. There's a train. So I don't know. We will or will not at some future date make that up. Who knows? We never know. I don't care. At this point, I'm going to do what I got to do to keep my kids safe, and I'm going to stick by that. And we are having a really good day today. It is nice. We've seen snakes and new flowers, and we're all actually happy, and we are clean, and we are laundered. That was 3 snakes because there was 2 in the tree and 1 on the ground, so it was 3. And we're watching this beautiful river and listening to trains, and we all love the sound of trains. They actually are soothing to us.
I don't even acknowledge the
I know.
Oh, the train's over there.
We can sleep right through them. You can see it?
Yeah, I see it.
I can't
I saw it through the trees.
see it. Yeah.
Well,
That's a cool bridge. That's a cool one, huh? What a nice stream. That's a good stream right there. So since we actually got into the tent early after a light day, I wanted to show our setup. So we have a routine. We set up the tent, and then I take everything out of the bags. Her bag goes there, Camden's goes there, mine goes there. We put all our food and stuff here so we can cook and get ready for the day. We put our jackets there, and then the kids inflate the mattresses, and
I inflate the mattresses.
she inflates the mattresses, he inflates the pillows, and then the mattresses are joined. There's a strap that joins. I used to attach all 3 of them, but don't lift that like that. I used to attach all 3 of them, but I've learned that all I have to do is attach the 2 outer ones together, because this one doesn't fit as well since I got the long pad. We used to have just 3 short pads. We had 3 of these, 1, 2, 3, and I would put my feet on like my backpack or food bag or whatever I could, my jacket and stuff. but it was very uncomfortable. I did it to save 4 ounces. It was 8 ounces instead of 12. Hello. But this is how we sleep. We put our clothing bags over here and our shoes over here, and that's the clothes we hike in up there. And then that's usually where I keep anything like a phone and buffs or hats or gloves or anything that we need. And then I keep her on that side and him on that side. And I've seen plenty of times when we all sleep like this with our one quilt. We're actually showered and clean. This was the first time.
My hair feels so good.
Hair is soft. This is the first time we've gotten into our tent and we didn't have to take like a baby wipe bath. Although our feet still need to be cleaned up. We do need to baby wipe our feet before we put them in the quilt.
Look how clean that is.
That is not very clean. They look okay. Let me see. Actually, they do look pretty decent. I think maybe we could.
What about mine?
Let's see.
I see skip.
Yeah, maybe we can. Let's see.
I didn't see the bottom of my feet.
Actually, they do look okay.
The bottom.
Yeah. I mean, we walked like 2.5 miles, I think, since we took a shower with clean socks on. This way, we just have our routine. Everything is where we need it. Makes packing up in the morning easier. Yeah, so we've gotten pretty efficient. And this way, like in the night, if we need anything, like if we should need our hats for anything, we know they're in here if we haven't put them up there. If we get cold, we have our jackets, our fleeces, and then if it's really cold, our puffies. Oh, and then I also put, actually these, when we go to sleep, the puffies go down here, so that when they're laying down on their pillow, lay down on your pillow.
I'm forced to do this.
Yeah, I know.
I'm forced.
Usually he's curled up in a ball anyway, but when he's not, their feet go on the jacket. But most of the night, they're curled up in the fetal position anyway, so their feet don't even go down there, like hardly ever. So. Did you guys enjoy today's hike?
Yes, because I didn't have to walk for many hours.
How many miles did we hike today?
Like
I don't even know. Maybe 5?
3 hours. 3 hours less than we were supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like 5 miles, I think. I don't know what it was.
It was 10.
Yeah, so we'll see. But we're enjoy this time.
We're in a little circle.
We're going to start trying to enjoy our hiking a little more. I mean, we always enjoy it somewhat, but we're going to try to enjoy it a lot more, have a lot more fun.
I have a creepy face.
They got to color today. You got to do some coloring at the Trail Angels house, right?
And we finished the whole page.
Yeah, I should have taken a picture of it, but I didn't.
So long.
All right, so ready to say goodnight?
I love you.
That's cute. It's different.
Yeah, we never see. Don't
Never see it from the
that.
bottom side. Look at the way look at the waves of. That's so cool. That's not a perspective you get every day.